What I remember most about my students back then was their authenticity actually. Each bring with them their own story. Even the small things that you observe and you do, the words you say, all this make an impact to them. How did those first mentoring sessions look like? Well, it was new but very familiar to me. I was guiding the NUS mentors who were there to coach the students from Tanglin Secondary School, and also to liaise with the coordinators from the school itself to look at the program and see how best the program can be implemented.
Well, it happened back in 2022. We had an adaptation of the OSA's non-GE version of Teach Stream. It was when the Communities and Engagement pillar was first launched in NUS, and GEN 2050 Teach History was the very first year-long service learning course that was tested out. It had a lot of struggles at the start. It took a lot of testing of waters, trial and error. So it has to be something that works for students and at the same time one that benefits the pool of mentees who are selected for the program.
Today we are going to take the workshop about goal setting, and the session will be divided into two parts. In session 1, I will share with you some goal setting methods I found useful when I was in primary school.
When I started my first cycle, I wanted to try actually how was mentoring like for me.
I joined because I wanted to serve for others.
And I did decide to just take the lead and go for it. In terms of teaching my mentees, it was more of imparting my lived experience to them, letting them be more involved in creative things that I have put up for them. So it was, in that aspect, it was different. Not so academic, but it was a mixture of being creative and academic at the same time.
I think each mentee has their own unique points, and sometimes everyone learns differently, including myself. I had this mindset of my own. I go in and teach my mentee, but I think I came out learning more stuff than I did before.
That's changed my outlook on how kids' learning progress are like.
They're nice because they explain stuff.
If we don't know the answers, we can just help. The one thing about the volunteers, they don't just tell us the answer. They work it out for the answer.
I had a mentee, she came to my side and then she asked me questions about mental health, and very specific questions in fact, and I was quite impressed. So I think that stayed with me because it was an impactful moment for both of us.
I would say the ones that stand out would be to see how students have become self-aware, where they can at least question certain assumptions that they started off with.
Because for these students, the relationships do matter. The mentors are really great. I mean, they come in to support us as volunteers, to guide them through the homework, or even to organize activities sometimes, depending on the time slot that they come in at. It's very rare that we have a partnership like that lasts for 5 years or more.
Even though we might be doing a very small step, very small effort, actually it have very significant impact on the students themselves.
It helps that there's a familiar face coming each time round. So it's really helpful when the relationship is there. You can tell that it makes a real difference.
I started by marking essays. Now I help students write their own leadership stories.